1224 across the valley this afternoon. If you are headed out for lunch, hot and sunny day, probably won't want to sit outside and eat your ice cream, or else it won't be very creamy for very long. Hot and sunny, temperatures back above 100 this afternoon, and heat advisory in effect. We are tracking a tropical disturbance forming in the northern Gulf. We told you about that yesterday, but it will likely become a tropical depression or storm maybe as early as this evening or late this afternoon, and especially going into tomorrow, expected to strengthen. But higher rain chances trying to come back this weekend. It's very iffy, though. I think we might get a little bump Friday, but it might go back down again by Saturday and Sunday. So don't count on probably much rain to cool you off here, and no direct impact from the tropical system impacting us. Plenty of hot weather today, though. Heat advisory in effect. Really, though, it's about the same as yesterday. It might be like 1 or 2 degrees difference, but the humidity up just a little bit more, where it's feeling a little hotter out there. And it even feels hotter when you add in less breeze blowing this afternoon. But the heat index up around 107 to 112 for an average this afternoon. Air temperatures are already in the mid-90s in some areas, at 97 in Rio Grande City, 93 in McAllen, 94 in Brownsville. And again, a lot of these areas, especially from about the mid-valley westward, could touch 100 degrees or hotter. Already feels like it's over 100 everywhere. 108 the heat index, how hot it feels in Brownsville, 106 in Rio Grande City, and 100 in Raymondville. So hurricane season, well, we are here. It's been going on for almost 3 weeks now, 2 weeks or so, but actually, sorry, 6 weeks. You start in June through early July. I get my J months messed up, you know, June, July, January, they all blur together. But in the northern Gulf, a little swirling area here. This is kind of deceiving. When you look at what is the center of the swirl, there's not a lot of rain around it. There's actually a good bit of rain and thunderstorms west of it, already causing some flooding in New Orleans today. But the hurricane center now bumping us up to a near 100% chance of development. So it's just about certain that something's going to happen here. You can see on the satellite, too, a little bit of a swirl here in the eastern Gulf, but a lot of the rain already cruising ahead of it across southern Louisiana. And southern Louisiana, most of Louisiana, may take the brunt from this storm brewing. Here's the official track. Again, this isn't a storm yet, but the Hurricane Center does have a product that comes out if a storm system is forming and likely to develop into a tropical system and is near land within about the next day or two. That gives them a chance to put out a preliminary track. So here's what it is. And by the time we get to tomorrow, already forecasting tropical storm, you notice eventually initially this curves a little bit to the south. You would think, uh-oh, coming our way, right? But the upper level wind should help steer it back to the north eventually. So forecast to still be a tropical storm, but could be a hurricane by Saturday morning or late Friday night, and then making landfall anywhere in this cone. Don't focus on the center line, but anywhere from New Orleans over to Houston in the window right now. But most of the models kind of keep it somewhere in Louisiana. And with that in mind too, keep the thoughts in your head that as this swirls around, the winds go like this and actually bring most of the rain generally on the center and east side of it. So that's why Louisiana may take the brunt of the very heavy rainfall. And in some of the models, this is the European model, forecasting very heavy amounts of rain. This is kind of yellowish orangey shading, and indicates some areas may get more than 10 inches across most of Louisiana, maybe parts of eastern Texas. So if you're traveling anywhere that direction this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, definitely be ready for some travel delays or road closures in flooded areas. For us, not much of an impact. We may see some higher surf build at the coast as the storm forms, kind of sends out ripples in the water, so waves come up a little bit, maybe a higher rip current risk. Not much rain. If that storm does form and intensify, it may pull in the dry air on the west side of it and really kill off a lot of our rain chances by Saturday and Sunday. But future track in the short term shows mostly sunny skies this afternoon, and it should be dry weather around the valley. Tonight, still clear to partly cloudy. Tomorrow is a day when it looks, again, mostly sunny around the area without much change. And then on Friday we might have just enough moisture around. We could get a couple of showers or storms blowing up. So kind of watch Friday. Might be the best rain chance in the afternoon and evening. But again, if this storm intensifies some, I think after Friday, our rain chances may start to go back down less and less for Saturday and Sunday. So your first 1-5 AccuWeather 7-day forecast. No hurricane coming our way, but maybe a hurricane for Louisiana and even near the Texas border with Louisiana. So watch out going that way. But highs near 100 today, some sunshine. Tomorrow, maybe a couple showers or a storm trying to form somewhere nearby. I think the best chance, though, is Friday, a high of 95. So rain chances tomorrow maybe like 10%, maybe more like 30% or higher on Friday. But then could come back down. Again, we may see very limited rain Saturday and Sunday. We'll keep a very small chance in there, but Temperatures may not be cooling much. If that storm intensifies by Louisiana, that again may heat things up and dry it out here more. So temperatures may still be in the upper 90s or around 100 degrees Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. We'll keep tracking the tropics ahead in your first Warn 5 forecast on Channel 5 News at noon.